Hi sweet friends, welcome back. We are continuing all of the fun fall decorating, and the room that we're in today is our small entryway. If you are new, hi, my name is Amy and welcome to Simply Our Home. I'm currently in my fall decorating series and I think this is my 6th video. We started out in the kitchen and I shared my breakfast nook, and then we moved into the rest of the kitchen. Then I decorated our living room and shared that in 2 parts. And then we headed outside and decorated our front porch. So if you happen to miss any of those, I'll have the entire playlist linked here at the end of today's video so you can go and catch up. As far as today goes, we'll be decorating 3 main areas in our small entryway. It's kind of like a hallway that unites all of our main areas, our living room, dining room, and kitchen. So the first area that we'll decorate is right off of our front door. We have an entryway cabinet that I love to style seasonally. I also want to share with you a fun DIY swag that I am going to put above our mirror. Then we'll move to the opposite wall where I have some wall hooks. I'll change out the artwork. Then we'll move further inside our entryway as it leads into the kitchen and decorate our console table and add some fun fall artwork in there as well. So I hope that you all enjoy all the fall decorating I do today. And if you do, I would appreciate a big thumbs up. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'd love to have you back as I continue decorating our home this fall. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get to decorating. I hope you enjoy. I decided on a small entryway cabinet that allowed for extra clothes storage, which is always great in a small space. Beneath it, I have one of those vintage style Laloy rugs that I absolutely love. Now, Nyla, our fur baby, was curious to see what I was up to for today, so of course she'll be by my side as we decorate. I'm still loving the lamp here that I got from Target. Not only does it provide more light, creating a sense of a larger space, its olive green base is the perfect color to coordinate with all of the traditional fall colors. So first, I like to add a layering piece, and I found this one yet again at Target, and I just love that dark green and how it plays with the base of the lamp. Next, I'm coming in with a coffee table book, and then layering a cute little dish with a chickadee bird on the top that I found from Hobby Lobby. Next to it, to balance and add a bit of height, I'll add this tan vase with its cute little handles and some dried florals to finish and complete the fall vignette. Another important piece that I think every entryway needs is some sort of mirror. I chose this large round mirror from Target that has the most beautiful gold tone frame. This will reflect light while expanding the space, which again makes the area feel larger. But to jazz it up for fall, I want to create a DIY fall swag. So these are the florals that I'll be using. I chose this mustardy yellow stem that has a very wispy look. And then for a pop of beautiful burnt orange, I was drawn to these whimsical looking stems. Lastly, I'll use these maple leaf mini picks and even clip off a few single leaves to fill in any bare spots, making the arrangement look full and lush. As you'll see, for this DIY fall swag, I'm using no additional nails, command strips, or floral wire. Instead, I'll tuck the long stem behind the mirror, which secures it in place very nicely. I've used this technique many times before, and I've never had an issue with any of my florals falling down. However, if you are worried, you can definitely secure it with those aforementioned items. When combining any 2 types of stems, I like to take my time and arrange the florals, combining them together. I like to pull some of the back ones forward. I like to twist them together, pull some forward, backward, always keeping the leaves forward. And I just like it to look more realistic and intertwined like what you would see in nature. Once I get my shape and overall placement of each floral the way that I like, I next will add and fill in with those maple leaves. This is going to instantly create depth and color contrast that will really make the swag pop. This plug and play swag is super fun and you can choose different florals to fit your color theme and style. I really love how this one turned out. It has all those traditional fall colors, yet has a moody feel that I'm loving this season. Okay, friends, now that the first area is complete, let's move over to the opposite wall. We have some wall art and some wall hooks. Now, these wall hooks are pretty much decorative in my case, but now they could be functional. We have our coat closet that is just to the left and so nearby that we store all of our coats, and guests can put their things in there as well. So I just like to have these hooks so that I can have a fun place to decorate seasonally. So first on my to-do list over here is to change out the wall art above the hooks. A quick tip that I use to remove my wall art from the 3M Velcro command strips that I usually hang all of my artwork with is to take a butter knife and slip that in between the two strips, and it's a fantastic way to remove the wall art quickly and without much effort. For fall, I'm coming in with this rolled canvas print that I found from Amazon. I had my hubby make a frame for it, and you see there we backed the canvas with some extra cardboard that we had on hand. And he was able to knock this out, and I would say under a half an hour. So I thank you, Scott. I'm so blessed that you are handy and always willing to help me out. And since I already have some existing nail holes in the perfect spot, I'm going to add back a nail instead of the command strips and hang the print. To style the hooks, I'm coming in first with this grapevine acorn. It is so adorable. I picked this up last year at Michael's, and I'll do my best to link everything that I can down in the description box or find similar items just in case you're wanting to style your home in the same manner. To create some interest, I'm adding a contrasting colored wall basket to the second hook. Then I'll add the same oak leaf stems that I used to create the DIY swag above our front door, along with the dark maple leaves that I also used over our mirror to create some repetition and cohesion between the spaces. For the third hook, I'm coming in with these vintage style keys. They're from one of my favorite collections at Hobby Lobby, and you might notice I'm kind of creating an upward movement with the decor pieces I'm using. Creating these triangles within your decor vignettes is a super useful tip to keep in mind. Last but not least, I thought it would be super cute to hang one of my fall flannels along with this brown hat to create a fall story. But the use of fabric also helps to soften the entire space. Before we move on to the third area in our entryway, I almost forgot I wanted to place this antique basket on the floor beside the front door that I filled with the same stems that are in the swag. This again will add repetition and moves your eye from top to bottom throughout the space. The final area that we will decorate together for fall is the staircase wall. I decided to place an entryway table here along our DIY board and batten. Plus, we installed these sconces that have battery operated lights to add yet another source of lighting within the entryway. I've shared this before, but just in case you are new, I always get asked this question. How do we hang a picture along our board and batten? Well, my hubby came up with this ingenious idea, which is to hang a block that is the same depth as the overhang on the board and batten. That way I can move it up and down on the wall because of those command strips according to the size of the artwork I placed there. We added a screw on the top to secure the picture wire that I always add to the back of every artwork that I hang there to keep it nice and secure. And this allows me to add artwork without any leaning forward or backward. I'm wanting to switch things up here in the entryway, maybe for Christmas, so you'll have to stay tuned for that. But I'm thinking about putting a cabinet here instead of the console, and then replacing the cabinet at the end of the stairs with a bench. So I'd love to hear your input. Let me know down in the comments. To the vase that I used a DIY age technique to, I'm going to add 4 stems of a very sparse floral that I found from Hobby Lobby to this side of the console table. Although it will cover one side of the canvas print, I think it also brings the elements from the canvas out into the space. Because the canvas print has a rich dark color, I want to draw from that and add this black sculptural candlestick to repeat that moodiness within the vignette. I'm also adding a taper candle, and you see there that I added a piece of blue mounting putty inside the candle holder to keep the candle secure and straight. Now, to complete a grouping of 3 on this side, I'm adding this gorgeous fairy tale pumpkin that I found from TJ Maxx. To the middle, slightly off-centered, I'm adding this coffee table book to settle the eye, but I will come back to this in just a bit. To this end, I'm adding the larger viral planner from Walmart. Again, I'm choosing vessels with a dark tone for a moodier look. Inside it, I'm adding this cascading greenery. I love that it kind of looks like the leaves are just beginning to turn. I'm allowing it to drape off the edge of the console table, creating a more realistic look. Returning back to the coffee table book, I wanted to create a fall moment, so I added this low decorative bowl filled with a grouping of acorns. To the bottom shelf of the console table, I'm returning my boat baskets that were from Walmart, and in one of them, I'll be placing a plaid throw that I picked up from Hearth and Hand at Target. All right, sweet friends, that pretty much wraps up the decorating here in our entryway. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, I'd appreciate a big thumbs up. And if you haven't already, I would love if you would consider subscribing. Now, as we end our time together, I love to share an encouraging Bible verse with you. So today I'll be reading from Matthew chapter 7, verses 7 and 8. Ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be open to you. For everyone who asks receives, he who seeks finds, and him who knocks the door will be opened. I thank you all so very much for joining me today, and I feel honored that you spent your time with me because I know there's several different decorating channels that you could have chose to watch, but you picked me, and I really appreciate that. Well, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you real soon in my next one. Take care and God bless, friends. Bye.